That's a sublime sort of sound, don't you think? We are back. And you're listening to The Adam Harman Show on Talk Radio, 790 AM, KABC. You know, this is a segment that many of my clients and friends have been asking me to include in the lineup of The Adam Harman Show. As an intuitive relationship and business coach, I've been helping so many people build their relationship skills. Now, listen to what I'm saying here. You can build your skills. No one teaches you how to have a relationship, but you can take best practices that work out there and you can build your skills so they can have better relationships with others and with themselves. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So without further delay, I'd like to welcome you to Can You Relate? That's our new segment here. In this segment, we're going to be going over some winning strategies for meeting, dating, and relating with that special someone. All right? So let's start with my favorite meeting mistake that most all guys make when they try to start a relationship with a woman. Okay? Or at least try to start a conversation with a woman. Here you go. When guys, all of a sudden, let's say they walk into a social setting, like a party, and they look across the way and they see that gorgeous woman, they're like, there's a little creature in the back of most guys' minds going, I don't know if I can have that. I don't know if I can have that in my life, you know, a little insecurity. But, you know, on a good day when you're feeling good and you're dressed well and you looked in the mirror and you said, that's not bad, I can do this. Well, then all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation where you walk towards them. But guess what? You're walking towards them with the biggest thing hanging out, okay? And what you're introducing them to. You're introducing them to your genitals, okay? You're walking up there and you're standing there from a perspective of, I want to be able to become intimate with this person. And guess what that feels like to a woman when you do that? It feels like they're being hunted, okay? It feels pushy. It doesn't even feel genuine. It doesn't even feel genuine to you. That's why you're nervous. If it felt genuine to you, you'd walk right over there, okay? So, I mean, realistically speaking from that point in your body is not going to get you as much of what you want, guys. If you're listening out there, listen to me on this one. I've helped so many guys. Mm-hmm. Listen up.
Listen to this. This is real.
This is from the women in the group. They're going, listen, I know I have been bumped into.
It's happened. I've been hounded.
I've been hounded. There we go. You don't want to be a hound, okay? Mm-mm. So here's how it goes, all right? When you are about to walk over there, take a deep breath. Don't walk over there yet. And I'd like you to visualize something. This works all the time. I mean, I haven't heard anybody tell me it hasn't worked to some extent. I'd like you to be able to look at that woman and say to yourself, honestly, what's that making you think? And you know what's making you think. You want to get jiggy with it. You know what I mean? So you're standing there going, okay, I want you to visualize, and we call this within the esoteric world, your chakras. I'd like you to visualize your lower chakra. It's around the area of your genitals. And I'd like you to visualize a red glow in that area. And it's got that feeling of, I want to be with that person in that way. And I'd like you to see that red glow. And with every breath you take, that red glow is going to get larger and larger and larger. Take about 3 or 4 breaths. Now I'd like you to see that glow, that mist coming off of that glow, rising up into your heart. And I'd like you to be able to allow all of that mist to rise up into your heart. I'd like you to feel it inside your heart. So you're actually approaching them from a place of genuine integrity and a loving place that you actually want to get to know that person. Women can feel it. Look them in the eye when you've got that red glow inside your heart. It works so well that, interestingly enough, in Buddhism, that approach was used to be able to help men focus better. It actually will take a man's erection and totally get rid of it in less than 15 seconds and give them a feeling of warmth and abundance that they have never had before. Just breathing up that red glow into their heart. When you feel that red glow, then head over there. It works really well. Remember, women want you to romance their mind first, okay? And act like you actually care about what they're saying and what they're doing. Look at it as an exploration. You want to be able to explore a brand new person. And it's not like you want to be with that person. You don't know. So have a good conversation. Get it started that way. That's a great one. Now, let's talk about, our single women out there, all right? You're out at a social event. You see someone you're attracted to. They're attractive, they're funny, whatever turns you on. Recognize one thing, okay? When you're about to walk over there, no matter how attractive they are, coming up and introducing themselves to you can be nerve-wracking to most men. Everybody out there, when they see someone who's like bright and sparkly, they're like, oh, they're confident. Oh, they're that. No. Everybody has their insecurities. Come on, let's take a deep breath on this one and try this technique for you ladies out there. So get within conversation distance of the guy, all right? Catch their eyes and simply say, now this is so simple it's stupid. Hi, my name is, and whatever your name is, and make sure you smile. Then you leave the rest to them. You know, basically, if you try this simple approach, you get to choose the people you want to converse with. You know, if you leave it to guys to do all the work, a large percent of the men who will actually initially approach you end up being confident players who are only interested in short-term gratification. So you want to swat away those flies. Come on. So then let's say you're talking to this person for a bit and you're interested in taking it further, whatever it means, getting to call you for a date or whatever, you know, a drink, whatever. Don't be afraid to touch their arm at points during the conversation. All right? This will give them solid confirmation that you're into them. Don't leave it up to interpretation. Men can't read minds. Let me say this one more time. The guy behind the booth should nod on this one. Men can't read minds. Don't be that person who says, I gave him my number. Why didn't he call me? When you didn't properly communicate your non-platonic interests. Okay? So remember, it's all about communication and understanding that everyone has insecurities. I don't care how beautiful you are. All the stars who walk the red carpets, they got insecurities too. You got to consider, we all get dressed the same way. We all poop the same way. We're all people here, okay? Next, let's say that you're in a relationship for a while, okay? Well, I like what Chris Rock says. Chris Rock says you got to be coming and going, okay? And basically speaking, he's talking about keeping the romance and the physical relationship, the sexuality, in regards to the first part of that statement. Bringing back the romance when you're first dating is really, really essential. I mean, when it comes to women, you know, more touch and intimate things you used to do with him, you know what they are, okay? When you first dated that guy you've been dating for 2 years, you used to do some stuff, all right? we know what it is. We got these girls giggling over here. But you're not doing it anymore. If you want to be able to bring back that magic, you got to bring back prompters, things that will trigger that magic again. All of a sudden, surprise him. Do one of those things. And all of a sudden, you'll be back there again. He'll bring it back. You know, men, you know, in the days when you first started out that relationship with that young lady, okay, you were doing things like getting gifts and flowers without any reason. It was like, just because I think you're adorable. All right?
Yeah.
So give her flowers for no reason and tell them that you love them. You may not have said that for a while. You don't know about it because most people take relationships and put them on automatic drive. And automatic drive is going to kill you and your relationship. It's going to make your life not worth living with that person. So, you know, do what you used to do. These are really important things, you know. And when he speaks about the concept of going, the other end of coming, is going means getting out and discovering new things together. You want to create new memories.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Ladies, wouldn't you agree to all this?
Yes. 100%.
There we
yes.
go. We're on the right track here. And this has worked for
Definitely.
so many of my clients before in the past. Relationships are like a business. They require work to get the rewards. You can't go on automatic drive. Ain't gonna work. And you should read a really great book. It's called Love Languages, because you can find out what the other person's love language is. You know, you may think telling your girlfriend, I love you, is the right thing to do, but guess what? Her love language may be acts of service, which means you're going to get more out of her in the bedroom if you clean up the living room. That's an act of service. Or if you cook her a meal. Okay? There's all different types of love languages. Look up the book, Love Languages. If you've got any questions about your relationship, if it's starting to get a little stale, find out what her love language is or find out what his love language is and do that a lot. They're going to love you up for it and they're going to see the change. But I believe that really the biggest reason that long-term relationships fail is because you start having a relationship with a story about the person instead of a relationship with that person. That's interesting, right? Let me explain. You know, basically speaking, have you ever been in a situation where you finish the sentence of your partner?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's because you anticipate what they're going to say. So you have a story about what they're going to say in whatever situation. But let me tell you something. Many times you're wrong. Because over time, with little insults to the relationship, with little bits of disrespect to the relationship, with little bits of, you did something I didn't expect from you, that's not good to the relationship, you build up this little negative story. And bottom line on the whole thing is you need to be able to take a step back and recognize that you're having a relationship with a story which is doomed to failure. Have a relationship with a real person. How do you do this? The answer is to rediscover your partner, interview them about how they feel about things, really check into why they feel that way. Don't finish their sentences, oh my goodness. Touch them slowly and focus on them when you do that. Don't let your mind wander off, especially in the bedroom. I hear so many guys saying, I think about another woman when I'm with my woman. Don't do that. You don't always have to orgasm. Now, we're going to say this again. You don't always have to orgasm. Form a pact with your lover that it's okay not to orgasm, okay? Experience the feeling of connection then. Discover new things, go to new places, create new experiences with them, be there with them when they do it and when you do it together. And please, no smartphones on dates. Just put those suckers away. You hear the pleadings from these beautiful young ladies?
Pay attention to me.
Pay attention to you, my goodness. And there's one other thing, okay, is something called eye gazing and divine witness. There's a really well-known, and his name slips my memory right now, well-known a psychiatrist and psychologist who deals with the issues of relationships. He says, listen, people come into me for years and years and years, but if I could get them just to look into each other's eyes lovingly and look into the other person's eyes knowing that that person is going to succeed and be their best person, that divine witness, that evolution happening in them, stare into their eyes for just 10 minutes, I get better results than years of therapy. You know something? Take a moment, stare into your loved one's eyes. These are some great techniques. They really work. I've used them in my relationship and business coaching practice with great results. If you'd like to reach out and get your relationship questions answered, then text the words, help me relate, to 310-999-7877. That's help me relate to 310-999-7877. Do that today. It's time for us to take a short commercial break. Stick with us in our next segment. The Adam Harman Show astrologer W. Leroy will attempt something that has never been done before on radio. Never. Stay tuned.